Hello everyone, I'm FB and I'm now going to bring you a stream of the ESL Competition Premiership 13 group stage match between Team Acer and Druidz. However, I will play the 3 vs 3 and 5 vs 5, so I will only cast the 1 vs 1 and 2 vs 2 this time. This is the 4th group stage round, and before the match starts we can just take a look at the group, the rankings. Dignitas is in the lead. Both Dignitas and Team Acer with 3 wins, but Dignitas with better score difference. And Big 3 at 3rd, lost against Team Acer last week. Pyro is at 4th, Against All Authority is at 5th, Penta is at 6th, Druidz is at 7th, and Fun Team is at 8th. Okay, of course, Team Acer versus Druidz will play now, and we will start on Tsunami, the 3 vs 3 this week. The author is Revilo, and the world record is 1 minute 1 second 1900s by Tween. So yeah, I'm playing the 3 vs 3 and I'm just going to try and focus on that as much as I can. So we are just doing some warm-ups here. I should too. Sorry for only streaming in 480p, but yeah, can't really justify using anything higher because it's harder to play good then. So for these important matches I choose to just use 480p. Hope it's at least watchable. Hello Stefla and T-Chicks. Oh, nice time by Poker. I guess he's warmed up. Alright, one more and go. And I'll probably mute my microphone as well. And not look at the chat while driving, so just so you know. Well, anyways, this is the last warm-up. For Acer, it's gonna be me, Poker, and Serbi, and for Druidz, it looks to be Danus, Seric, and Scary. Like a fun? And of course, I'll mute my microphone now, so see you after the match is over, after the sub-match is over. Alright, so we win the first sub-match. There were some issues with the points there, so even though it says 2-5, we won with 2-7. Because there was a point limit 2 in the beginning and we took the first 2 rounds, so. But yeah, next up is 1 versus 1, and I'm just gonna switch here again to casting mode. Different window, there we go. Alright, so yeah, that means that we are in the lead currently with 2-0, that's all. Now we will play the 1 versus 1. Koons will play for us. 1 versus 1. See who will play for Druidz. The map is Brain Defecto, made by Keisen Unson. World record is 58.078 by Massa. So yeah. We'll do some warm-ups first. Clear. Unsure when we will start. And then after the 1 versus 1, we'll play the 2 versus 2, and lastly the 5 versus 5. 5 versus 5. I'm changing the resolution so that I get 16:9 resolution. I can't do it full screen with this monitor. It's 16:10, I think. So since I'm streaming in 720p, which is 16:9, I switched to that format. It's a bit complicated, but it works. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that name, to be honest. See if we can do one more warm-up and then live. Alright, 2 more warm-ups. So it looks like Roa will drive for Druidz, the 1 versus 1. He drove it against Druidz as well last week, I believe, and won it against Massa, so that's the reason why Druidz have lost at least one sub-match. They're still in the lead though. Playing against BX3 this evening, which is another huge match. Of course, we played against BX3 last week, which was a very, very close match. We'll see if BX3 can put up a fight against Druidz. Of course, this map, Brain Defect, is a bit difficult. Maybe the most difficult map in the map pack. The reason why is because it got a lot of slowdowns in turns. Slowdowns is when you're in the wrong gear, and you will slow down in speed as a result. It can be a bit tricky to keep yourself in the right gear. You have to control it by tapping the gas sometimes. So we might see that quite a bit in this 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 2. But we will do one more warm-up and then we will start the 1 versus 1. I should also write down the score of the first sub-match, so I have it. It was 2-7 for Team Acer in the 3 versus 3. So we are ending the last couple of turns. Soon going to start the match. Alright. Good luck and fun. Whoops, that's not good luck and fun. That's good luck and fun. We will start the 1 versus 1. It's gonna be Roa versus Koons on ESL Brain Defect by Kaisen Unson or something like that. Of course, the sub-match is worth 1 point. Team Acer won the 3 versus 3 before this, which was worth 2 points. As a result, Team Acer are in the lead with 2-0 in the toll, but we are going live now in the first round. The 1 versus 1. Roa versus Koons. See if I have any hotkeys. Nope, of course not. I don't know why I never have hotkeys. Something with the new game, I guess. But yeah, anyways, we'll just have to use tab, and we see it almost crashing in the first couple of turns. Went very wide, and as a result, Koons gets a bit of a lead, 900s. That turn can be a bit tricky, very tight passage, but both players makes it through. Roa with some more speed here will catch up to Koons. Koons answers back, more speed of his own. A lot of long stretches on this map as well, where it's important to build up a lot of speed, and Roa clips the pole. Will not be able to finish this round, I think. Actually, he is back on track, but Koons with a huge lead now. Over 5 seconds ahead, so Koons, if he knows that Roa has crashed, should be able to save this round. Approaching the ending. The ending can sometimes be a bit scary, because you can miss it if you go too tight, too much to the right. But Koons makes good work of it and sets a time of 58.34. That's a good time as well. Very good time by Koons. And he takes the lead, 0-1 in the 1 versus 1. So we go live into the second round. Koons takes the command once again here in the first couple of turns. Roa should not have a good line here. Nope, Koons takes over the lead. 1700s ahead now. A better start than in the previous round. Let's see if Roa can build up some speed as he did in this long stretch. Nope, this time Koons keeps the distance. Even increases it. 1800s. Can get a slowdown in this turn. Oh, Koons now will clip the wall. Both players choosing to go inside the pole. A lot of players also go outside of the pole. I would say that is easier actually. But yeah, Koons and Roa both going inside of it. And Roa now with an opportunity to win a round. He's 5500s ahead of Koons. I really wish I had hotkeys, but yeah, I don't have it. So I just have to use tab, sorry about that. But Roa, here he comes, and he will win this round. 59.05 is a modest time, but it's enough to win the round. 1-1. So both players starting the match with a mistake. Let's see if we will have a very close round now, or if both players will crash perhaps. Koons once again a bit faster here in the start. Oh, but then he went a bit too wide. Roa with a better inside line goes to first place. Keeps that as well in the next turn. 700s ahead, 1000s ahead in the next checkpoint is Roa. Koons now will have to try and catch up. Here he comes this turn. Let's see if the players can avoid crashing this time. Ooh, Roa slows down a lot. Maybe a bit scared to crash, so Koons comes back and takes over the lead. 800s ahead of Roa. This turn here is another turn where you can get a slowdown, but both players avoiding it. We do have a close round. Just a couple of turns left. Koons is still in the lead. Builds up a lot of speed. 800s ahead of Roa. Here comes the ending. Koons still with a lead, and as long as he doesn't miss the finish, he is gonna take it, and he does. 58.63, Roa 58.81, so that was a good race. Koons back in the lead, 1-2. Of course, we do play to 7 in all sub matches except the 2 versus 2. That one's played to 5. Also, tennis mode is in effect in the 3 versus 3 and 5 versus 5. That means that if the score is 6-6, you have to win with 2 points. Alright, so Koons back in the lead, and we are live into the 4th round of the 1 versus 1. Oh, that's a very good turn by Koons. I thought maybe he went a bit too wide, but he actually did it perfectly and is in the lead. Only 200 behind the world record as well, so perfect start from Koons, but then he needs to slow it down a lot. Went a bit too risky perhaps, and Roa comes back, and then Koons goes wide again. 2nd time in a row. Roa can go up in the lead, 4700s ahead of Koons, who had such a good start. So this is round to lose now. See if you can avoid the slowdown. Actually, it does get the slowdown. Where's Koons? Koons without the slowdown, so he catches up quite a lot here. Although it seems like he's made another mistake. He was over 1 second behind Roa. Perhaps if he hadn't made that other mistake, he could have caught up to Roa. But now Roa will take this round, 59.66. And Koons 1 minute, 1 second, 56 hundredths, taking the alternative finish line. So Roa ties it up 2-2. So far it feels like anyone can win this sub-match. It's very hard to stay consistent on this map. Oh, Koons gets a small bump from the border, so Roa can take over the lead in the start. See if Koons can do these stretches a bit better now. Went a bit too wide, so he had to adjust his line. First in this turn and then in the one after as well. Does it better now. He's still behind Roa with 11 hundredths. Roa keeps the distance, increases it to 14 hundredths now. Both players with that inside line, and both players does it well now. Roa still in the lead, 13 hundredths. Koons with a wide line, tries to build up a lot of speed and it pays off. He catches up to Roa, only 7 hundredths behind now. Roa still in the lead, both players without any slowdowns, but Koons does the turn better and he goes up to first, but only for a while. Roa fights back and then Koons clips the wall. 2 turns from the finish and Roa will take this round. 58.58, Koons 59.85. Close round up until that point where Koons went a bit too much to the right, trying to get as good of a position into the next turn. So Roa now in the lead, 3-2, has won 2 rounds in a row. It's time for Koons now to fight back. He's made a couple of mistakes in a row. You definitely cannot win if you make mistakes. Roa with a bad start. I don't know what happened there, I missed it, but slows down a lot here. Over 1 second behind Koons all of a sudden. So yeah, Koons now with a great chance to win this round. See if he can do it. Here comes the first test. Takes an actually pretty safe line, not too much speed. Roa almost 2 seconds behind Koons now. Koons 23 hundredths behind the world record, the Dedimania record. Koons with some safe lines here. Does not want to risk it too much. Roa is 2 seconds behind. Koons will take home this round, 58.99. Ties it up, 3-3. This is a very close 1 versus 1. Although we have seen a lot of mistakes as well. Let's see if we can see some close rounds where none of the players will crash or make any mistakes. I don't think we've seen one of those rounds so far. Will this be the one? Koons with a better line than Roa will once again take the early lead here in the start. 2700 is Koons' lead. He increases it to 3600s. Roa will have to try and risk turns a bit more in an attempt to catch up. Oh, Roa goes outside of the pole this time. Koons goes inside and he increases it even more. 7500s ahead is Koons now. As he's approaching the finish line. Not many turns left. 8000s now. Yeah, this is Koons, a round to lose. Crashed here last time. This time does not. And he will take home this round. 58.66 by Koons, 59.33 by Roa. Pretty close round, all things considered. And Koons is back in the lead, 3-4. Oh yeah, I guess it wasn't the previous round that Koons crashed there. He has won 2 rounds in a row now. So he's back in the lead, 3-4. So far we've not had a 2-point lead from any of the players. And Roa with a weird mistake in the start gets the lead. I think Roa perhaps went a bit too much to the left, so his wheels left the ground in the small uphill at the start. That might have been it, so he got a drift out of it. And Koons is in the lead, 2400s ahead of Roa. As they go through this long stretch in the middle of the map. Roa went outside of the pole, this time he goes inside and he does it better than Koons. Catches up a bit, 1300s behind. Roa attacks Koons here, but Koons with more speed out of that turn. And is in the lead still. 1600s ahead is Koons. Can Rua make a comeback? Koons avoids the wall this time and does it great. Koons just got the finish left and he will make it. 58.92, 59.24 by Rua. So Koons got a 2-point lead now, 3-5. Only got 2 more rounds to win in this sub-match to win it. This time Rua with a slightly better start takes the lead with the 800s ahead of Koons. We've seen no mistakes in this turn. I thought maybe we'd see some, but so far so good for both players. Rua remains in the lead. Rua remains in the lead with 600s. That was a very hard sentence. Oh, Koons almost clipped the pole, but is still in this race. Rua is extending his lead, 1900s ahead now. Rua looking good in this round. Let's follow Rua and see if he can avoid any more mistakes. In that case, he is gonna win this round. He is 1300s ahead of Koons now. No drift as well in this turn, and Rua will take this round. 58.80, 59.92 by Koons. So Rua makes it just 1 point between the two players. 4-5 is the score. Still feels like anyone's match to win. Rua definitely not out of it yet. Risky line by Rua. Koons with more speed takes over the lead. Oh, Rua almost hit the wall, almost went too wide, but is still in this round. 1900s behind Koons, who is off to a good start. Could, if we win this round, go up to map point at 4-6. Builds up a lot of speed here as well. Koons looking good in this round. 3600s ahead of Rua. Switch to Koons now. Boys to slow down. Still looking good. 4700s ahead of Rua in this round. Make sure that he doesn't get a no drift this turn here. Then just finish left for Koons, who will take this round. 58.61. And is up to map point 4-6. Let's see if Koons can close it out, or will Rua make a comeback. Not count him out just yet. Both players have played pretty similar, set similar times. It's just that we've seen a lot of mistakes as well. And Koons perhaps has been a bit more consistent, but Rua now gets a good start. And what happened? Oh, okay, he just lagged. I thought Rua made a huge mistake and flew up in the air, but no, he's still in the lead. 300s ahead of Koons though, who is lurking behind Rua, behind his back, and he will go up in the lead after a good turn. Koons is now very close to winning this sub-match. Rua will clip the wall as well. Probably got the slowdown, and now this is Koons' round to lose. 80 ahead of Rua. Koons on his way to win the 1 vs 1 for Team Acer, and in that case bring the lead to 3-0 in total. Here he comes, Koons into the finish line. 58.94, wins the 1 vs 1 for Team Acer with a score of 4-7 against Rua. Alright, I'll note down that score, and now we will play the 2 vs 2 on the same map. That one's played to point limit 5. And we will do a couple of warm-ups first. For Acer we are going to have Royal and Serbi playing. And for Druidz we got Danus and Acer. So I guess we could end round this round here. Then after this, of course, we will also play the 5 vs 5. I will be driving that one. And of course, Druidz needs to win this sub-match now. Otherwise Team Acer will win the match, no matter what the result is in the 5 versus 5. Alright, so we will do our first warm-up. The reason why this sub-match is played to 5 is because it can take very long, since draws are pretty common. So yeah, not much for me to say at the moment. Just waiting for these warm-ups to be over. After this we will have one more, and then we will go live. Currently the score is 3-0 for Team Acer. Won the 3 versus 3 with a score of 7-2, and then the 1 versus 1 7-4. Now we will start the second and last warm-up round with 2 versus 2. Alright, we are approaching the ending of this warm-up round. The 2 versus 2 will soon begin. Danis and Aceric versus Royal and Serbi. Good luck, have fun. There we go. There is a restart by Aceric. We will go live. Here we go. First round. Danis Aceric versus Royal Serbi. Good luck, have fun. Now I got some hotkeys at least. Danis and Aceric, also Serbi and Royal. There we go. That's what I want. Wish it wasn't so buggy, but yeah, now I should be able to cast a bit better. So Royal falls down to last place. Serbi though takes the lead. Royal with good speed goes up to second. Danis and Aceric falls down, but Danis with a good turn goes up to second, passes Royal. Aceric falls down to last place. Very close round so far. Aceric had his wheels a bit left the ground a bit, so lost some speed here. Falls down to last place. Danis though in the lead. In that case, this would be a draw. Serbi at third gets a slowdown. That leaves Aceric here to pass him, and he will do so. Could be a round for Druidz if Danis takes first ahead of Royal. Royal will have to try and risk the ending to take first place. He goes for it, builds up a lot of speed. Royal comes back in the end and will pass Danis just before the finish with 300s. Great finish by Royal. And Serbi was ahead of Aceric in the end with 800, so even if Royal wouldn't have passed Danis, that would have been a draw. But Team Acer takes the first point in the 2 versus 2, 1-0 or 0-1. Good finish from Royal, who gets a bad start in the second round. Falls down to last place, but Serbi with a bad turn, I mean, will take over that last place. Royal goes up to second, passes Danis. Aceric in the lead for Druidz. This looks pretty good for Druidz, but then Danis gets a no drift all of a sudden. And he will fall down to last place. Serbi goes up third. This will be a draw now if Aceric can take first. He got a pretty good lead, 1500s ahead of Royal. Long stretch. Important to build up a lot of speed to avoid that slowdown. Aceric does it well, so will Royal. Acer still in the lead with 1800s. Can Royal do it again? Can he get that good ending? Acer gets the no drift, just like Danus got earlier, and Royal will take first, and then Serbi is able to be ahead of Danus. Wow, with only 500s. So Team Acer wins the second round as well. 0-2 is the score. 2 no drifts for the 2 Druidz players. That's how it can go sometimes. Anyways, we are live into the third round. Royal again with a bad start. Then he gets a bad drift in the following turn as well. So he's behind with 1600s I mean. Serbi though remains in the lead. Oh, Danus with a big mistake. Clips the wall and he falls on his back. Respawn is not allowed in this tournament, so Danus will not get any points, and this means that as long as Serbian Royal is able to reach, or are able to reach the finish, this will be a round for Team Acer. Royal makes a mistake, but makes sure to be on the road at least. Very important. Serbi, with good speed, is ahead of Acer. Serbi remains in the lead. Of course, just have to finish. That's all that matters. And he will do so. 58.81 by Serbi, 59.53 by Acer. And here comes Royal. Takes the alternative finish. No need to risk it. And make sure that this round goes to Team Acer. 0-3 now. Team Acer are looking good in this 2 versus 2. Of course, if they win it, they secure the points as well for the match. And we see Danus with another crucial mistake, this time very early. He's 3700s behind the rest of the pack. It's up to Acer now to force the draw. He needs to take first. Royal and Serbi are ahead of him at the moment. Switch to Acer, currently at 3rd place. He's 1700s behind Royal, who is up to a good start. Serbi not far behind. Oh, Serbi with a small bump. But does pretty well. Acer will pass him though, goes up to 2nd place. Royal remains in the lead. Danus is at 4th place, 4900s behind. Acer will have to take first. Goes for a wide line. Royal remains in the lead. Acer is getting closer for each turn. Acer goes for the attack. Very good turn by Acer, but Royal comes back with more speed. Royal with more speed once again in the ending will take first. 58.63, 700s ahead of Acer, who did a good effort there in the end. Had to risk it, but it was not enough. And the score is now 0-4. Team Acer at map point and match point. Just needs to win one more round to win the match. Will this be the last round? I think Acer, the Druidz players are not really that bad on the map. They've just made a couple of mistakes. Let's see if they will do better now. They get a good start, but then a Danus crashes for his 2nd time in that tight passage. This time he doesn't have to retire, but of course it does not look good now for Druidz. It's up to Acer once again to save this round. He is at 1st, ahead of both Royal and Serbi. 1200s. Serbi gets the no drift, the slowdown, so he will fall down and Danus will pass him. So this could be a round for Druidz if Acer takes first. Royal needs to take first to get the draw, but he gets a no drift now. So this looks very good for Acer and Danus. Acer looking to take first. 58.83 ahead of Royal, then Danus will take 3rd ahead of Serbi. So Druidz is now on the scoreboard 1-4. It's always hard to win that last round. You know from experience. Against Big 3 we also had a 4-0 lead, me and Royal, but then we lost 2 rounds. So let's see now if Team Acer can close it out. Royal once again with a bad start. 2300s behind 1st place. Serbi and Danus having a very close fight at the top. Acer is at 3rd, just ahead of Royal. Ooh, Acer with a bad line, and he crashes in the following turn. So Actually, Danis remains in the lead, so this could be a draw, but then Danis goes too wide as well. Needs to adjust his speed, and Serbi and Royal can both pass him. Will this be the last round? Royal and Serbi first and second with just a few turns left of this round. Ooh, Serbi with a bump, but he avoids the slowdown at least. Royal and Serbi both with good speed. Danis might be able to pass Serbi. No, he won't. Royal takes first, Serbi takes second. GG. Team Acer wins the 2 vs 2 and the match. Score is now 4-0 in total. But we will play the 5 vs 5 as well, which I will be playing. So I'm gonna go into play mode again. Alright. So the 5 vs 5 is G, made by Roa, who plays for Druidz, of course. The weather is 57.191 by Chronos. We will start with a couple of warm-ups first, as usual. This map is also pretty hard, I would say. I'm pretty bad at it, so we'll see how it goes. I'll just try to be as consistent as possible. It looks like both teams got their lineups ready as well. So I guess we'll do 2 warm-ups. So for Druidz we got Scary, Acer, Danis, Link and Roa. For us we got myself, Serbi, Royal, Poker and Koos driving. So again, I'll just try to focus here on playing decently. Sorry again about the quality, I don't really like it myself either, but it's just how it gotta be. I wonder if I took a screenshot of the 2 vs 2. Can't remember now. I always forget at least one sub match. It's a tradition. Anyways, at least I got the VOD, so I can take it from there in case I don't have it. Alright, so one more warm up here, I think. Oh, what? Alright, good luck and fun. So I'll mute my microphone here once again. See you after the match is over. Would be nice with next. So I can take a screen. Maybe we can vote actually. Can I vote? No. Well, that sucks. Alright, thanks. So we'll get a screenshot here. There we go. Alright, so we win the match 3-7 on 5 vs 5. We won the 3 vs 3 first, 2-7. Then the 1 vs 1, 4-7. 2 vs 2, 1-5. And then this 5 vs 5, 3-7. So that is the match. Thanks everyone for watching. Match report and VOD tomorrow.